Just drove by a big moose here, so I'm gonna go and see if I can get a closer look at him. Well, made it up to Hjerkinn, which is at Dovre National Park. So this is a mountain plateau here, tons of big mountains, and there's some wildlife here as well. There are musk ox up here, so maybe I'll be able to spot some, but definitely gonna spend some time exploring this area. My girlfriend Gabrielle had traveled from Oslo to come visit me for a couple of days. However, the car was becoming increasingly difficult to start, and at the end, it did not want to start at all. After a short hailstorm and talking to the owner, we decided to have a tow truck come assist us. He could not start the car either, so we decided to have him tow us down to the nearest garage. Since we were up in the mountains, it meant being towed for an hour down to the closest town. This was a huge setback for the road trip, but we tried to keep our spirits high and hope for the best. But of course, the big question was whether I would be able to continue the road trip in Norway. Yeah. Down at what looked like a car graveyard, we ended up waiting for a few hours until a very competent mechanic came along, and he managed to get the van to start again. The solution was a small dose of start gas into the air filter, something I had to do every morning for the rest of the trip. And before we knew it, we were on our way back up to the Dovre National Park. We started with a hike up to Snøhetta viewpoint. This is an architectural viewing pavilion overlooking Tverrfjellet mountain. This building was designed by Snøhetta Architects, the same company that designed the Opera House in Oslo, and it opened in 2011. It has won many awards, and while sitting next to a cozy fire, it gives you a panoramic view of the mountain range. So I actually got 3 musk oxes far away. They're so far. If I tried to film them with the camera, you wouldn't see them, but I do see them with the binoculars. Big furry, round furry balls out there. at a very interesting place which is called Magalaupe. And what has happened here throughout the years is that after the Ice Age, the river started carving out formations in the rocks. We call these formations for Jettegryte in Norwegian, which translates to a troll pot, because they look like pots, and we say that the trolls, they eat out of these pots. This is a process that is still ongoing, and every year the river carves another 1 millimeter into these pots. Our time together at Dovre National Park went by fast, and as Gabrielle headed home, I continued on driving further west in Norway towards Trollveggen and further on to the city of Molde. In Norway, there are still certain fjords where you will have to take a ferry to get across, and right now I'm crossing a fjord here, and on the other side I'll be about 20 minutes away from Molde. Since I'll be going to Molde, I've decided to head to the Atlantic Ocean Road, one of the most spectacular roads in the world. But more about that in the next episode.